FEA Esports, how's it going? This video will plug you into the pipeline, pun intended, or whatever. I don't know. That's a pun. Um, Anyways, the esports industry is experiencing tremendous amounts of growth all over the place, from leagues, tournaments, conferences, um, private, public, both at the secondary level, so like middle school and high school, the post secondary level, which is university and college level, and then at the professional level, or at maybe like the community level, where you have little mini leagues, semi pro leagues, you have professional leagues, all of these things forming. It's creating tons of opportunity, but it really is all about the pipeline. So, how are we teaching our gamers like you to be esports entrepreneurs and to be esports organizers? So, this is NACE. I know this is like a big, huge chunk of yellow and black text on there. Hit pause if you want to read it. But I wanted to talk to you about NACE really quick. NACE is the National Association of Collegiate Esports. They had in 2021, 21-22 school year or season, they had over 14,000 student athletes. If you do the math on NCAA, I think it's Division One football players. There are more esports student athletes than NCAA Division One football players. That's crazy. There were over 650 member schools, and there were 16 million or more given out in scholarships. Pretty incredible. Then you have the CSL, the Collegiate Star League. This is another collegiate league, but really they're actually an organizer, and they oversee operations, marketing, and business development for NACE. So it's sort of like these two are related. This is like the tournament operator, I guess is the way to put it. And this is the league itself, if that makes sense. But really, really awesome organization doing a lot of really great work in the space. And then you have the HBCU Esports League. This is organized by community, which is sort of cut off here. I apologize for that, community. Access Replay is a part of it. They're now Access Edge, I believe. And then a few other major sponsors. They had over $10,000 in prize pools. The first year they did it was, or first season that they did it, it was 15 HBCUs, historically black colleges and universities. There were 15. And then the second season they did it the same school year. So that was like fall 21, spring 22. So this year, earlier this year, I think they had like 40 or something schools participate. So it was really awesome, really experiencing some great growth. And then you have specific tournaments. So this was CECC, the Collegiate Esports Commissioners Cup. It was presented by CSMG, College Sports Management Group, Esports U or Esports University, and Skillshot Media. The all-inclusive Collegiate Esports Celebration brought together collegiate esports athletes from across the U.S. to battle in multiple game titles for a chance to be crowned winner of the Commissioner's Cup. This was a radical event because there were no classifications. We had some of the biggest universities in the country with more than 100,000 students competing, or maybe that's not true. Huge universities competing against tiny colleges of just a couple hundred students. And they all had a chance to be competitive. Really, really cool stuff. And then you have community level leagues like GSEF, the Georgia Scholastic Esports Foundation. And it was something like this is built for secondary education, so middle and high school leagues. And they run both leagues and tournaments. I am actually the commissioner of gaming for GSEF, or currently, and we have done all kinds of really cool stuff in this space. And then you have in Georgia here, we have an official varsity esports program. This is a little complicated the way that it works, but basically you have NFHS, not North Forsyth High School. NFHS is the National Federation of High School Sports. They are the national governing body, of which GHSA is a member, Georgia High School Sports Association. In order to offer a legit varsity sport, you have to be a member of NFHS. So our high schools here in Forsyth County are members of GHSA, except for ACE, where I am, and Alliance Academy for Innovation. We are not GHSA schools. But everyone else is, and they have a state partnership with Play VS or Play Versus, and they offer the leagues through Play VS. So that is kind of the basics of the rundown of the leagues and how the pipeline kind of works. So it kind of maybe went in a little bit of a reverse order there, but you can see how middle school and high school gamers can play in things like GSEF or GHSA Play VS leagues. And then you have the HBCU leagues at the college level. You have the CSL, Collegiate Star League. And then you have NACE at the college level. And then we will also talk about some of the games being played at certain levels. And then we will talk about how the pipeline goes from scholastic gaming to professional. As always, this is Mr. Kraft saying, stay positive out there, gamers.